on the desk. It's a map that FTW often pick into series, but they floated it here just because they knew that Spiidi are also happy playing it. So gonna be exciting. We're jumping straight into the action in towards shorts by ewjerkz. He opens up his account early on. Is trade up by Stairs. The two fraggers for these squads. They do chime in for kills early on. The bomb site here towards A. It is being taken. A double boost for the CT. Triple. Wow, this is a boost.
Okay, yeah, that's one way to get things going just over the smokes, but Sprout will still plant the bomb. Mad advantage for the win, and they've all rotated in towards CT.
Oh, even the smoke coming through. It's going to provide some cover, although it isn't where the bomb is planted. It's a bit of an off-plant over towards the side here. Instead, ooh, that's a dink through the smoke. Unconfirmed damage, but they are chipping away at these players, all trying to swing out at once for Stair. He's taking the fights one by one. He's shutting everybody down. 4 in the round for Stair.
Just feels like they didn't have a kit, they didn't have much utility, nothing really to go off there for the win. And Sprout, they net the opener here on the T side. Pistol secured. It's a little bit of a confidence builder. They can settle in off the back of knowing that they're laying the foundations for their T side.
Yeah, and these T pistols can be a bit tricky. It's good to see them closing that one out. It was for the win. Winning quite a few of these pistol rounds on Ancient, but now forced up from for the win, so they are going to be fighting tooth and nail for this. Okay,
Story with the scout peeking on in, and that's a quick headshot on towards raalz. The battle for A ramp is going to be a highly competitive one here in the series, and Stair is just looking above this smoke.
He's managed to find a bit of a gap here that he can push further up with this AK. Trying to find a trade kill here, but not going to be given anything yet. Just dancing around these corners, darting, but no one's here on the other side. Player is tucked in towards short. There are actually 4 players for the CTs over towards the A site. It's a 4-on-4 brawl here. If the Ts do decide to aggress, utility being set up here, that flash is going to allow DS to swing out. Does survive the player, but doesn't do the damage. But ewjerkz and Agile, they chime in. lauNX is able to get 2 in return, but now he's alone, 1v3. He's in a position to pull off the ace clutch to do it.
Needs to isolate these gunfights, and for the winner, not letting him do it. Lovely flashbang to set up that play over towards short. And the other engagements will fall in the CT's favor. lauNX creeping his way round, trying to just see if he can get some sort of opening. Diaz spotted, but that's information given up. That scout is going to swing on in.
Ooh, lauNX drops down, avoids the shot, but now they're aware of his position, honing in on him. That's the first opened up. Ooh, there's a chance there for the second, but Diaz with the deagle is able to close it out.
Yeah, he is potent. He is a scary prospect. Doesn't matter what situation he's in. You've always got to keep your eye out for lauNX because he could do the damage. Before the win, they will survive and they will answer back on the force.
Yeah, it starts off with that opening scout pick from Story. We saw how much impact he was having with the AWP on Ancient. It's good to see him starting off strong here on Vertigo as well. He's going to be a critical part of the success if for the win want to win this.
Just going to upgrade straight off it to that rifle. They're taking no chances for the win. Diaz swinging on up, but Stair, he's taking pace to it. ewjerkz has gone down. He's got the M4, but Diaz will trade him out. And that rifle, more importantly for Sprout, it's not recoverable.
Yeah, but look what it's done. It's caused the rotations all to come over. arrozdoce, he's the only one here. Does have the mass at the long range. Is able to get the opening kill onto lauNX. So usually now coming through. Has a bit of a nade here he can throw onto the bomb planter, so can do damage with that. Bomb should go down here. They are going to aggress through arrozdoce. He gets another as well. The Tech 9 rolls. He has to do it all here. Slack's playing behind the smoke with the Desert Eagle, but it's a 2-on-4. This utility is coming through. And with raalz, the only one left, only a matter of time before he gets found.
Nice job for Sprout. They do manage to get that bomb down, but they fully invested the force by wars, and for the win, they've got consecutive in a row. Should leave the finances in an interesting decision for Sprout. It's a big question mark whether they want to reinvest again despite getting that bomb down, or whether they want to save, make sure they have all the utility going forward in the gun rounds.
Yeah, very clean round from for the win. Keeps so many rifles in play. Solid start here on the CT side, but very early on. Serious faces across the board on both these squads. They know what is on the line.
One of these teams is going home. One of these teams, their journey at conference is done after this map. Potentially a bit of an artillery strike, but in fact, there's only one grenade, and that's on Spiidi. One-way smoke being put down by Diaz, but his shots aren't connecting. A CT nasty grenade dinks lauNX down low.
Yeah, I mean, this round, it's just not even armor behind any of these pistols. Single deagle, single P250. It's not a lot to work with. It should be an easy third for the win. Especially with ewjerkz holding this off angle here. DS in tow. In a very good position here. Flashbang can be set up here. It doesn't quite connect onto ewjerkz. He's able to get one and fade away. DS isn't even needed. He can drop the incendiary and fall back. ewjerkz even going to regress out further. Try and get a few more kills here. Between the two of them, they are farming it up.
He dropped 24 kills on Vertigo against Eternal Fire. And now ewjerkz once again is looking to replicate the same here against Sprout. Formidable opposition, and for the winner, really taking it to them.
He needs to get a lot of kills in this Vertigo game so that when you look at the series, he doesn't have like this awful negative KD ratio because of that first map.
Waiting to hear the green room get a little bit louder. Lots of For the Win supporters in the back over there. I'll turn into a believer myself. Very excited by the prospect of the Portuguese. This is the gun round now. Sprout, they've bought it out, and Slacks, he's on the AWP.
Early control taken towards a ramp 4 for the win. Staple of these Vertigo games. Oh, we're going for the run boost here. lauNX, he is able to be made around. He lands it. Doesn't get a kill for it. It is a successful run boost. You love to see those come out.
You do, but there's real... Oh, there's really just nothing off the back of it. He can just stay here. It's almost like he's walked over. Doesn't catch out the aggression. For the win, playing a little bit more discipline, but Stare, he'll find the opening onto Diaz.
Yeah, and that's over towards the A site. So that's going to keep two of these players over here to deal with him. ewjerkz just jumping the angle here with the HE, ready to drop that on the feet of anyone that decides to make their way up A ramp. Even has a smoke here that he can drop down with a minute on the clock. That could be quite potent. As these T's do slowly make their way over here. Ooh, Slacks is looking for this jump, and off the back of that, ewjerkz, he's gonna maybe get out of there.
Yeah, looks to regroup with his team. Doesn't want to give over even more advantages towards Sprout. Working their way over, just trying to sort this one out. Shuffle the defense into a position that can withstand this aggression. Sprout, they're moving their way in. They're lining up these smokes for an A onslaught.
raalz calling for his teammate to get out of the way so we can throw that smoke in towards short. Does come through. Story here with an incendiary. You can see he's just priming to throw that onto the bomb plant. Throws it early, in fact, just to deny any position here. They have to push into it. Oh, he's burning alive. raalz, what are you doing? ewjerkz with the spray doing so much damage as well. Now the HE can come through. Story aggresses off it. And now Slacks, he has to run away with lauNX. There's just no time.
That's a complete misstep from Sprout. It just feels like they were just really trying to force the issue. Maybe they didn't think that Molotov would spread. It's supplemented by the M4 spray. Can't see the traces through that smoke. HE grenade even gets a kill. For the win, they don't even allow Sprout an opportunity to try and punch in the digits on the bomb site.
It's just a matter of wearing that clock down so long. It forces, they know that Sprout have to come in for this bomb plant. So they drop that incendiary early. They don't put it in that position where the bomb can go down. Then you drop it and the player can just get away. They throw it down, deny entry in, and then just the spam comes through. And it's a great hold from For the Win. Looking very solid here on Vertigo. Getting very excited. A full buy for Sprout though, and lauNX, he opens up his account.
Oh, he's actually just going to throw cautions to the wind, getting a little bit aggressive. Ago has rotated in. Might try and trade him out. In fact, it's not getting even closer. Got to be so careful because lauNX, he's right here, but instead eliminates his teammate. That's the bomb site opened up at the very least.
lauNX charging forward. ewjerkz has made his way over, but lauNX, he's already deep on the site. Utility starts to come through. Has a smoke as well. He can deploy, but has to do with ewjerkz. He's so close by here. lauNX even going to drop a little smoke here behind himself. Bit of chip damage done on the Story in the process. ewjerkz, this nade, the double nade, doing a fair bit of damage there. Stare, he's brought low. This player is so close. Story finds him. ewjerkz now, his position, this can be so powerful, but Slacks, he's holding the line with the AWP.
Trying to work their way in for the win. The bomb is ticking down. There's only one smoke, really, but Slack still hits the shot. That allows Stare to stay in his position, and they combine. Lots of low HP players on the side of Sprout, but only Diaz is remaining. Will get the kill on Stare, just outweigh, engaging the smoke spam. It's just not enough, and Spiidi is just going to tuck in. So whilst it is quite damaging, it looks like Sprout potentially will convert the round. Spiidi will retrieve the AWP, and it's a lovely round one.
Whew, gets so dicey at the end there. If he'd found that smoke spray, I think that would have completely opened it up. It was just a deagle left on the player towards Stair. Gets so close, so down to the wire. But it is Sprout that closed it out, opening up with this cool run boost. That's 2 rounds in a row they've pulled that one off now.
They're trying to catch For the Win off guard. They're trying to bring out just as much game knowledge as they can to really disrupt the early defense. They don't want For the Win to get settled here on this CT side. Slacks with the pre-fire, but instead it's going to be jerkz running all the way down here at ramp.
Yeah, posting up early on in this corner position, so difficult to clear. Although you can see Slacks, he's setting out the flashbang. This is the perfect counter for this position. jerkz turns away, but the smoke is good. He slipped in behind. They haven't checked him. They do in the end, though. Spiidi decides to turn around at the right time. Story, he's under pressure here. The utility, look at all the Molotovs raining in. It's hellfire for Story, but he stays alive through it all. And Agile, he's trying in for 2 of his own. Story, he's now able to escape.
All the meanwhile, this space has been gathered, and lauNX, he capitalizes upon it again. 3 rounds in a row. lauNX opens up B, but the rotations, they're quite quick.
Yeah, actually, he's made his way over here already. Was just at the other side. Gonna throw out the incendiary. Oh, it goes awry, but he swings out and finds the kill onto Slacks. It's just lauNX now left in this clutch. 1v2. Both players low, both pronouncing from the same position. A single flash between them. On top of this fence position, it could catch them off guard. Just holding for it. That bomb is ticking down slowly, has not been tapped. Flash comes through, but it's behind him. Agile, his aim is true.
Good retake for the win. They wait. They even use the utility to enable the space to be closed on the trade, but not even needed. It's a gap, though. It's a very scary prospect for the remainder of this first half. lauNX, he's finding so much room, just exploiting this B bomb site. That comes off the back of 2 things. Firstly, his aggression and often capitalizing upon just catching For the Win off guard. And secondly, their rotations for the Win, they're quick and they don't really anticipate another player to be lurking over towards stairs.
You basically just got to be ready for lauNX to be ready to capitalize on that every single round now. He's done it so consistently. If it's not those boosts getting the entries, it's the lurk kills and just finding the openings. But now the full gun's out, and Sprout, they have nothing but pistols. So for the win, in a good position here to continue to expand that lead. Gonna be over to B, they trickle with these pistols. There's the arrozdoce here with the incendiary, but Story is close by with that AWP in mid.
They're going to run on in. arrozdoce is actually just going to escape. They'd rather play the retake, but on his way out, he actually catches raalz. Stair will be there for the quick trade. Story gets dinked, and that's going to make him run away. And Spiidi, he's gained a lot of ground, and more importantly, a rifle.
And a smoke as well. He drops that down. That's going to slow this retake even further, but they're just going to be rushing through it. The flashes are great. Blinds everybody, including the teammates. But now Spiidi, he advances forward, but there's just not enough bullets in the chamber. jerkz with 3 in the round for the win. They get their 6.
For the win, just really feeling themselves right now. It's lovely, disciplined play. They back all the way up. They wait for their teammates, and they retake with utility. They leave nothing to chance. They play the numbers game, and they overwhelm Sprout. The defuse will come in, and a pause will be taken. You see Berry just trying to get his team just to refocus and reset. On paper, this should not be happening, but oh my goodness me, it is.
We believe in the Cinderella story for the win. Looking like a completely different team they did 2 maps ago. Dominated Sprout's map pick of Ancient after being dominated themselves on Inferno, and Vertigo, the decider, showing that same form they showed on Ancient. 4 rounds the deficit. A fantastic start from the Portuguese roster.
Sprout, they really need to recover, and they need to do so fast. raalz, Spiidi, and Slacks, they've got 5 kills between them. It's only lauNX and Stair. It's the young guns that are providing Sprout the opportunities. We highlighted it on the desk, but at the same time, the experienced, tenured players, they need to start stepping up around them. It's just not enough for their first international LAN for this to be going this badly. Holding now in towards middle is Story. He's so far advanced.
Yes, this is such a fantastic line. He's been holding mid with the AWP. Don't often see it being played there. The change-ups come through. Haven't actually seen a lot of mid presence from Sprout so far. It's mostly been these B&A hits. Oh, the aggression. Stair holding the line. Catches off DS on an info play. That's not a man advantage for Sprout.
Bait and switch setup on B might not even be needed off the back of the kill on A. What that potentially means is rotations will need to come in. ewjerkz is going to escape. All the meanwhile, here comes lauNX on his familiar creep in. But this time, for the win, they've reinforced this aplenty. It all might be a ruse as this utility, it's coming down on A.
Yeah, that conditioning, though, it's keeping those players over towards B because of how much impact lauNX has been having over here. And he's going to activate here. He's going to try and push through. He might walk into the arms of that defense of arrozdoce. Smoke's coming through now. This take slowly going to be making its way. And yeah, there arrozdoce finds the flank coming through. Now the T's, they're completely red. Slack's going for the boost here, looking to find something. The smoke is there, so they can get the bomb down. And it moves into this 4-on-4 retake.
There's not much utility here for the win. That smoke has just been deployed, and now it's one flashbang and one Molotov to accommodate their traversal in towards the A bomb site. Retake smoke is in. That means it's going to be a scary prospect. Slacks can't peek all the way in. Instead, it's raalz, but he goes 1 for 1, and suddenly all the kills are coming in. Slacks needs to stay alive, and Spiidi so close to the smoke, but the bomb is being stuck. Story actually gets knocked off it. Spiidi, the experience of Sprout shines through.
What a transfer there. Gets the AWP player and then is able to find the bomb diffuser. It gets so dicey there. It's so back and forth with those kills. And look for an opportunity there. It seemed like for the win, might even get away with that ninja diffuse, but Spiidi shuts it down. And they bounce back with a 3rd round. Some signs of life here from the T side.
Already saw a ninja diffuser course on Ancient from for the win, and that really kick-started their road back into the game because Sprout, they took the early rounds on Ancient, and then suddenly it was just a sea of blue in the feed. For the win, it really just kick-started them, and we're looking for more of the same, but not to be. Instead, it's the Spiidi show on the A bomb site, and we're going to need more of that if you're a Sprout fan, but a lovely transfer, and it completely knocks the diffuse out of question.
Yeah, only about half a second left on that diffuse as well, so it comes in very clutch there. Pause coming out. Chance, opportunity to talk with the coach, but we're jumping back into this one as it ends. Off the back of that round, for the win, don't have the most convincing buy. Have to bring out the MP9 and the FAMAS. Whereas on this T side, full rifles along with the AWP.
That'll be why the pause has been called as well, just to discuss the finances. And aggression will take shape in towards the A ramp, but that's the SMG stripped away. Stair will double up, and that's the A bomb site cracked open.
Huge opening kills for Stair. arrozdoce trying to dissuade lauNX here with the incendiary. He's actually being held by Slacks if he moves out. Ooh, he finds the gap here. Slacks is jiggling it though. Oh, the spray, it's almost good, but can't quite find the kill. The FAMAS just doesn't do enough damage. And they're actually going to decide to activate here on to the B site. Bit of a missed flash there, but it doesn't matter. Agile, he's been brought down. Ooh, this flank from Story. Making his way through, but Spiidi's holding it.
There's no way he gets this kill. He's not going to expect Spiidi here. This is such an off angle to hold, and there we go. And only Agile remains, and he's on such low HP. Maybe even heard of the audio cue, but it doesn't matter. lauNX will once again strike on that B bomb site, and Sprout, ooh, just about are recovering.
Yeah, flawless round there. Don't lose a single player, and it comes off the back of that opening kill from Stair. Just fantastic kills there towards the A site, and then they don't overcommit off it either. The rotations start to come over from the CTs, and that's when they strike on the B site, finding that opening kill onto arrozdoce, and then it's go time onto B. That means it's USP time here for the win. Going to be charging through into lauNX, and he's good for 2. raalz now by his side. That's a great spray there onto the remaining 3, and that is the quickest round we've seen so far in this series.
Yeah, pretty good, all things considered. I mean, it's just an opportunity for Sprout to close the scoreline just a little bit. And this is the closest game we've potentially seen so far in the series. This one's back and forth. It's not as one-sided as first thought.
Now we get those guns back out again for the win. No AWP though for Story, just the M4s, and utility is also a little bit light. So whoa, another one of these run boosters. lauNX is getting his airtime exercise. His 4 kneecaps from these drops, but arrozdoce, he's going to have some health issues after that damage. They're going to be trying to throw some utility onto him. Story has rotated over, plus raalz is here as well. And they're actually not going to commit off this utility.
Story's got so close here. Got to be so careful, do Sprout, because arrozdoce can just bait him in perfectly. In fact, he might go up and over, and lauNX isn't holding for this angle. All the meanwhile, ewjerkz, he took space down towards A ramp, thinking about hanging around, but he's instead going to back off.
He's very loud about his escape there, and you can see he was thinking about maybe baiting it back down. Ooh, the spray through the pixel gap. There's a bit of damage in both ways, but no one comes out ahead. They are now aware of this T present down towards ramp, and the rotations. There's 4 players for the CTs on this A side.
They've read it, and in fact, they might just re-aggress in. They might take the fight straight to Sprout. Spiidi and all the members, they're just holding. And in fact, this is a bit of a weird one. Instead, it's going to be Stare. He swings in, Agile with the quick trade, and now it all comes up Sprout. 4 versus 2. lauNX is always on B. He's keeping a rotation here, and in fact, he gets rid of Story. It's all left onto Diaz as Sprout collapse upon A.
I absolutely love how this round played out. Diaz, he's the only one left. They know exactly where he is and they hunt him down, but that was fantastic stuff. They go for that aggression down towards ramp on the CT squad, and they're just sitting all the way back behind box, which, and you know, they're just shooting. The Stare gets the kill, and then as soon as that happens, lauNX, his time to activate on B.
Yeah, of course. I mean, it wouldn't be a Vertigo round in this game without lauNX being on the B bomb site, just causing an absolute ruckus over there. Making sure the rotations aren't quite complete towards the A bomb site, fulfilling his role perfectly. Aggression in towards middle, however. It means that the CZ75 will now get a kill, and arrozdoce, he's got one as well. Spiidi just trying to get things back under control, and he will with a collection of frags.
Oh, it's an overcommitment there, trying to chase down Spiidi. They've gotten the 2 opening kills, and they just try and get that third, try and push the issue. But it ends up costing them 3 lives in the process. Ooh, Story pushing through the smoke. That's the bomb ladder going down, but can't quite convert onto Stare. And it got very scary there off the start with that 2 opening kills, but Spiidi, he holds true in T-spawn.
That's the point about the inexperience as well. You get the 2 openings, and then it just feels like you get a bit of incentivization. You think, okay, let's just try and overwhelm Sprout. We can just take the fight to them, but that's not really how the game works, especially with the upgraded weaponry. For the win, they get a little bit overzealous, and it costs them the advantage that they had. Sprout, they will now take the lead and also take a timeout.
Yeah, look at that money they've built up as well. They can buy basically into the rest of this game, or the rest of this half. So they're in a very good position going forward already, with the round lead. And a few more rounds to go here. This game is incredibly back and forth. What a great decider for us to take. After 2 maps which were fairly one-sided, to get such a close affair, it's a true joy.
God, lovely shots from Stare, making sure that Story can't cause too much of a disturbance. A lot of kills coming through for the win, despite having only upgraded pistols. I think finally we see that AWP come out for Story, so hoping he can have the same impact as he did on Ancient. But for now, Sprout, they group towards B here.
Agile is here alongside his teammate in arrozdoce. So they do have the 2 players here on the defense. lauNX throwing out a warning HE grenade there. Now Slax is coming with his AWP. The head, it presents itself, but can't quite connect it. Utility coming back and forth, and actually as ewjerkz finds the opening towards ramp.
Good ground being gathered. That smoke allows his assist to escape. Even going to drop that one to Diaz. He can now hold the pixel, even jump spot, and then deploy a second wave of utility rolls. He's creeping up. In fact, the whole Sprout gang are here, jump spotting in. It looks like Diaz has seen them, and there we go. The smoke has been dropped.
Vision has been denied. Slack's trying to find an opening above this smoke, but going to be denied it for the moment. And they're actually going to make their way back towards the B site. That's been where they have liked to finish some of these rounds, getting this utility ready. There's 2 players already over here, and a close rotation from Story can come through. All on arrozdoce here. Agile, he's sitting back towards Jen, so we're looking towards this white box position. See if the damage can be done, but lauNX, The B site bandit opens up with the first kill. Agile, he's able to get the trade though. The flashes come through and he even goes to the second one. Story gets the kill. That's the bomb drop. 15 seconds left. Has to be recovered, but Story not quite able to find that second kill. The bomb gets picked up and it can go down.
It can, and there's no utility to support the retake, but ewjerkz does not care. On the flank, he doubles up, and for the win, tie up the score. 7-7, a wonderfully quick retake as soon as the bomb was planted.
Back and forth we go. 7-7 is the scoreline going into this last round of the first half. It is anybody's game here. And a great retake there. ewjerkz up to 14 kills. You know, he's really been shining since Ancient.
All he has to do is just put up a graphic of him after Inferno, and he will take that one very personally indeed. 117 ADR on that man as we enter the last round of this first half. And lauNX, he's up to his usual tricks. Run boosting over, but this time he gets dinked all the way down low.
lauNX launched through, but all he gets for his troubles is a bullet to the head. Does gain the ground there, keeps them in check on B, which has really been his job during this entire map. And Story, ooh, opportunity there, but he does avoid it.
That's an important engagement. In fact, Story, he's still holding it. Man advantage for the win. And in fact, they're getting aggressive still on towards A ramp.
They're kind of been forced into this position now with that lurk in mid going down. They have to start to make the strategy happen. Diaso, he's going to find raalz. It's a big kill to find. 5v3, a smoke comes down as well that ewjerkz can play around. Gonna try and boost up behind it, but he's holding the line. That orbit misses the shot. Oh, the spray, it even digs stare through it. Now it's oh, he's going to jump at the wrong time. ewjerkz trying to swap, and he's able to get away. The damage has been done, and it's a 2-on-4.
It's all a little bit messy in towards A ramp, but the grenade will eliminate Stare, and now Slacks, he is just thrust into this clutch. Peeking on in, down towards short. Good for the first kill, but now he's being spammed, and his days are completely numbered. For the win, take a very slight advantage heading into the second half here. Which one of these two teams will be eliminated? Join us after the break to find out.
Broken bones and a bloodstained flag. Open road and nomadic plans. In a quiet town, bodies fall upon sacred ground. Burn a flag and a king is crowned. Coming to get you. I'm coming.
Well, after a dominating affair on both Inferno and Ancient going to either team, we find ourselves in Vertigo on the second half with 7-8 being the scoreline, as close as it can be between these two teams.
Very interesting prospect here on map number 3. However, I kind of have my reservations. The reason being, we saw For the Win start on that T side of Inferno, and it was incredibly lackluster. They did well on Ancient on their T side, but they'd already built up a round buffer. Here, with it being so closely contentious, it's going to be very interesting to see where this one will end up. Man with the plan is Story, and in fact, he's got every piece of utility.
Yeah, Spiidi going to go for the aggressive peek here. Has two players in short that's going to come out as well. That's the bomb drop, but the kills are going back and forth there with two great one-taps there. Spiidi now, he has to chime in with one of his own. They're getting overwhelmed here by the T players, and he is able to escape. We're back into the 2-on-2. ewjerkz advancing forward here with Story. That utility, two smokes to play. Gonna throw those ones out, but Spiidi, he's gonna continue pushing forward. Head presents itself. He goes the first, but the trade comes through ewjerkz, and then lauNX closing it out.
For the Win take control of the A ramp, and then when they think it's all quiet, it's under their possession, these sneaky Sprout members retake. They contact their way back in, and they catch For the Win with nades in their hands. Sprout, they take the CT pistol, and they are looking to make it consecutive rounds in a row.
A lot of pressure here on Sprout, the clear favorites in this series. One of the favorites to make it through all the way to Pro League. Here in an elimination map. Backs against the wall by For the Win, and Spiidi, he opens it up with the first. It is just the clocks here, so it should just be a matter of farming. Oh, the team kill coming through. Don't know, at least denies lauNX the extra cash.
True. Yeah, I mean, that is definitely actually a positive way to look at it. No $600 for you, good sir. But instead, he's going to run all the way down towards B ramp. The bomb, it's been dropped at the stairs. There you go. He's on a little bit of a walk, but Spiidi, he's aware that there could be a possibility. Stair, he's called into action. He's the backup plan, and now Story, well, he's got it all to do. 18 points of health. He's just chilling.
Yeah, I mean, this is basically a time you can take to chat with the team. IGL can have a few words, they can discuss the next round. May as well use this 1 minute. Any utility gets expended as well, it's a small bonus. No reason to not take that second, but I've had that discussion. Now Story can go die. That's exactly what he does.
Yeah, we saw that from some experienced teams. I believe like it was Astralis or FaZe. They utilize that where they just kind of chill just for like a minute, especially or like with just a Glock round where it's not as impactful. They take the moment, they take the opportunity just to talk. They use it as an extra timeout. And why wouldn't you? I mean, this is the elimination game. This is a very highly contested affair. For the Win after that blowout on Inferno, probably didn't expect themselves to really be in this position. But they are indeed. Skalils and AKs across the board, and Spiidi get aggressive towards the B stairs.
Once again, we see the smoke spam meta over towards A ramp. The story of Vertigo. Shots flying back and forth. lauNX, he was critical on the T side, on the B side, but he's going to go down early here on the B side defense. But also opening it up with that kill. Slacks the chance to find one of his own after all that damage done by raalz. They're just mowing them down here towards the A ramp. Now just Story and arrozdoce to piece this one together.
Sprout, they are really taking the fight towards For the Win. They're not scared. It's the contact players that are actually just completely catch them off guard, and it's a perfect flashbang from Slags. It completely sets up Stair, and now Sprout, they hit double digits, and the economy for the Win does not supplement a full investment.
That was a great flashbang, just absolutely perfect. Both players full white there. Easiest kills of your life. Now Sprout start to build up a bit of a lead here on the CT side. 2 rounds to their favor. For the Win, just some deagles and a P250. A little bit of utility. Oh, Agile even getting taken down or taking a bit of damage early on. Although, that's ewjerkz fighting a 1 dig and a second. arrozdoce fighting raalz. Now it's just Spiidi on the side. He has to try and piece one together. They're all coming from every single angle. And arrozdoce's going to find another with the 1 dig. They're just taking them apart.
This rotation, though, is coming in through middle. Slacks and Stare, they do not want to give up this round. Throw the grenade. If you do, ewjerkz is going to fall, and he will. So now they close the gap, but ewjerkz is on the flank. He is going to lock this one in, and for the win, are going to steal this away.
Yes, Slacks, it's become so hard to commit into this site now. He knows that flank is coming through at any time. He has to just make the play. He has to find these kills. But arrozdoce holding the line. 3 in the round for him. Those Desert Eagles, no armor behind them. They do it all.
It's because of the change of pace. They don't really care about that round. It's just the Deagles. They can throw caution to the wind. They're not too worried if they die or not because they're not holding the upgraded guns. So they just run right at Sprout and they catch them off. It's clinical precision and it nets them around.
Ooh, that might be one that comes back to haunt Sprout in the end, giving away a freebie there. The full guns against just Eagles, but they are able to fully invest into this one, even have the AWP out for Slacks. He even opens up the account onto arrozdoce, the man from last round who did all the damage.
It's those small mistakes that could potentially cost Sprout, and DS and ewjerkz, they are commanding control over towards ramp. raalz, he's the only defender that remains, but he's playing ahead of this utility.
This has to push forward into this Molotov as well, but he does find Story. Just aggressive and the second. raalz, he's doing it all. That's a 3K and the bomb dropped. Even the incendiary. It's Salt and the rune for Diaz here. The 1v3 if he wants to pull it off. He does have the time to work with, but they know exactly where he is.
It's the IGL battle right now. raalz with the hat trick, and now Diaz needed one of his own to bail for the win out of that jam, but not to be. Sprout, they bounce right back.
It looked like raalz was absolutely going to get destroyed then. The utility coming through, the Molotov as well comes through, just forcing him out of that position. He has to continue pushing forward, but catches off Story, and then as the trade tries to come through, he's just ready for it and just finds all 3 kills. Huge amount of impact in a position where he kind of just wanted to survive and sort of have that opening to allow his team to come through, but he just does it all by himself.
When he's stuck in that position, there's only one answer. He needs to fight his way out of that corner, and he does exactly that indeed. Tactical timeout just ticking away. And we can then resume into the chaos of Vertigo. This series has been absolutely electric, and I would not have it any other way. Let's see this again. Gets the first and the second, and then the commit from ewjerkz. It all but seals for the win's fate into that round. Fall by will come out. It's not the best, but an AWP on Story.
There's still potential for them to fight back here. Stare. Through into the smoke, even gets flashed through. Oh, it's perfect. 2 kills for him. The trade comes through, but the damage has been done, and the man advantage, immediately fought back by arrozdoce. Aggression all across the map so early on.
There's an opening towards mid, potentially. raalz, he's rotating over. In fact, they might be all aware of it. This gets a little bit weird. Flashbang is going to halt the momentum that For the Win have over towards B. raalz, he's in support. Spiidi, he's being chunked down by the grenades.
Yeah, ewjerkz let them know he's here, and that's to enable these teammates to make their way up onto the site. At least the incendiary slows down this bomb plant. They have to respect that one. Have some utility of their own, though, to throw back, and they can take a lot of ground here. Wait that one out. There's a smoke in the hands of arrozdoce as well that can be dropped, but raalz, this flank could be everything. Making his way through, but it is being held. ewjerkz has the angle, and the gun barrel is spotted. Shut down before it can do anything. Slacks and Spiidi, they're just going to scamper away with their lives.
They really need to. It's so unfortunate. They were waiting for raalz to potentially catch For the Win off guard, but the afterplants, they were just enough for the win. It's now their opportunity to rise to 10 rounds. They hit that famous double-digit mark, and this game is still as close as ever. You really can't call it right now.
It is so back and forth. Round after round going each way. Slacks does find a closing kill there, doing a bit of economic damage too for the win. Haven't really had a chance to build up bank. Well, it's not going to have too much impact going into the following round. 1 round separating these 2 teams. All comes down to this.
That all started with Stare getting a double kill on towards A ramp. Let's not forget that. So Sprout literally just threw away a 5 versus 3. We're talking about the mistakes that might cost them opportunities moving forward further in this conference stage of Pro League for one of the spots. And It's things like that. It's the pistols that completely overwhelm them initially at the start of this half, and now they lose a 2-man advantage. It's looking dicey.
You can see them taking the pause here. They are going to fully invest into this one, dropping some rifles across. MP9 for Spiidi. For the win now, in a position. They can find this round. It'll reset the economy for Sprout, and they can stage this T-sided comeback here after conceding those first 3 rounds as well.
This round's so important for both teams. Potential for a swing. Instead, middle is where For the Win add pace and flair to their new execute. But instead, rising just upon the gap of the smoke, lauNX, he'll find arrozdoce.
Yeah, but because of this commitment towards B, middle did have a bit of an opening there. They do get a bit of ground, but raalz has already rotated over. So even though they do poke their heads in, they're not rewarded with anything for it.
The only person really holding right now is Spiidi with an MP9. It's not the best weapon for the job. For the win, they reset their focus towards this A ramp. Gonna creep and crawl their way over. Just gonna juggle the utility around. Maybe flash themselves in towards ramp.
This is the AWP of Slax here though. He is holding the line. Utility starts to rain through and they advance up. They're going for the boost here as well. Stair, he's going to get boosted up on the back of this AWP. Oh, the nade is brilliant, but he is able to find the kill. So much damage has been done already.
It has, and that allows the Galils to potentially find some success. Hago not going to be called into action, instead it's ewjerkz. There's so much damage being done to Sprout. They're walking wounded right now, and they're still staying alive and finding the kills off the back of it. Hago, he's the last man alive. It's a 1 versus 5. He needs the full house, but he's being completely collapsed upon. Sprout, they take away the round.
Ooh, it really looked like the opportunity was there. Some opening kills, that boost gets the kill. The nade does so much damage. They're all so low, but just can't be found. The trade potential not there. And so Sprout are able to bounce back. And as you mentioned, that was a critical round. Look at the money for the win. They're now just down to like $2 grand or so each, and they have to save.
And that allows Sprout to potentially pull away. It's going to be a 3-round buffer if they can convert this. And then all of a sudden, it looks like that there's a long way back in for the win, despite how close these rounds have been. Already early damage forming off the back of Sprout's utility.
Yeah, Slax now, he's got a full line down towards a ramp. That smoke giving him a bit of a one-way as well if they do decide to poke their legs out. Mid, where these 2 players are currently positioning with the bomb. It's going to throw a bit of utility and keep the CTs engaged, but they do move away from there. This time with the pistols, not going too aggressive, looking to see if anyone's making any overcommitments, any pushes unnecessarily, and see if they can catch someone off guard.
Could be another one of these rounds where they just talk about things for the first minute. Spiidi. Clinical shot over towards the stairs. lauNX doesn't even have to move a muscle. Could be baited in because 4 of these players for the win are making their way over towards the stairs.
You can see how loud Spiidi is being. He's just trying to distract from lauNX's position. They have no idea that he's tucked in, and now Spiidi, he activates. lauNX is going to swing out for a kill of his own. He's get digged in the process, down to 2 HP, but now it's just the 2 pistols remaining, and they can get cleaned up. Spiidi finding the first. And it's just Story. Does have armor behind this, but with 5 players closing in on his position, he does not have long for this world. Maybe he does. He's taking a lot of time here, but they are going to get him eventually.
I can't just stress how important that is that Sprout keep 5 players alive, especially on a round like that, especially where this game has been so chaotic. Making sure that Sprout would rebuy into this. That was for the win's main objective, alongside a bomb plant, keeping their money honest. By Sprout having this round flawless, that's really good. It sets them up for a lot of success for potentially the rest of the game. It now will be this full gun round. More importantly, this AWP for Slax is uncontested as it peers its way down in towards ramp.
Yes, it's do or die for the win here. If they can see this one, their money is not going to be great going up against 14. They have to see if they can bounce back and find this round. Stair, he has been a monster here over towards A. They have to get past him if they do want to take ground. Spamming through the smoke, the incendiaries come down. Ooh, there's an opportunity opportunity there, but he does get away. Slacks with that AWP, fires off a shot, but doesn't connect.
Oh, look at the utility damage. Diaz, he's brought down so low. That smoke, it's a little bit of a one-way, but hang on a second. ewjerkz, he's found a little bit of a gap, but Stare, he's cottoned onto it, and he will eliminate the threat.
Oh, it looked like ewjerkz had the opening. They were both walking back towards the position he was holding, but they were aware that they'd left that gap, and Stare is ready for ewjerkz. Slacks is now repositioned into short with the AWP. Story is on the other side, but isn't going to be pouncing onto this position just yet. In fact, going to throw out some utility, but Stare, he finds the wall bang. That's another kill for free. This man is looking unstoppable on Vertigo. 25 for 16. 111 ADR, an absolute monster here. And then Sentry coming out as well, slowing down this assault even further. Utility flying back the other way, but Slacks, he gets the wall bang.
All the kills just fall in towards Sprout's favor. This feels a lot more comfortable. A potential flawless round again on the cards for this roster. Arrozdoce, he's penned in towards this bomb site, being hounded down upon by the Sprout members. Story, at least he's rotated out towards short. The timer, it's ticking down, but a lot of utility and kits are behind this retake.
Yeah, Arrozdoce on the side box has to have a huge play here, and those 2 kills could be it. It's now put Story into this 1-on-3. One player is already very low, has to find these kills though, and they're already on the bomb. They shut him down. He was only good for the one. Ooh, the time!
Oh.
He's done it! They're not on the bomb! He's stolen it away!
They picked up the kit as well. They just couldn't find the bomb in the smoke. Sprout, how have you left that so late for the win? They somehow get that bomb completely unexposed. Sprout, that is a costly mistake in this game.
2v5. Arrozdoce gets the opening 2, and Story, all he does is get that kill onto the diffuser, and it wins the round.
That is absolutely crazy. He picked up the kit as well. You saw it. Slacks has it in his hands. Look at it on that screen right now. They did all the hard work, and the only thing they couldn't do is press E.
Unbelievable. That's 2 rounds like that Sprout have let slip. Remember that Deagle round as well. There's an opportunity, like, for the win. They are capitalizing on all of these opportunities.
It's not so much that For the Win are playing well. At this point right now, Sprout, they are making the mistakes to allow them back into the game, especially in this second half. How costly could this potentially be? Well, look, we're about to find out now in round number 25. Aggression is forming for the Win on B.
Yeah, the confidence Story even finding the opening onto Slacks, spamming through the smoke. That's a huge kill to find early on. Stare, he's here as well. He's not able to find the trade, and he has to fall off here. He doesn't have the support of the AWPer.
ewjerkz and Diaz creeping their way down towards the B stairs, and meanwhile, it's a double setup of their own for Sprout. Working their way forward. This could be a little bit interesting. lauNX, you don't want to overstep the mark here because ewjerkz going to capitalize, and Story will get a kill, and now Diaz, he doesn't have to give up his position, and now they completely collapse upon B. Sprout, they head towards the B stairs. They try and take the map control, and now Stare is left all alone.
Sprout committed 3 players to take control of stairs then, and they didn't get a single kill for it. Every single one of them going down there. And for the win, they get away with 5 players alive. Look at the money on the T side. There is nothing in reserve. I don't think they want to hunt for this, really. Although taking on this AWP would be big. If they lose any more players, it gets a little scary.
Just relax for the win. You've got the round in the palm of your hand. Do not throw this away to Stare, who has 29 kills on the server right now. Let him hold on to this AWP. Hang on. Go. Stare, you're not going to clear this. There's no way. Knife is not a requirement. It's a little bit too dicey and scary for that, but the AWP, more notably, taken away.
That's such a huge kill to find at the end, and they keep 3 alive. Pick up the AWP, remove from the hands of the CT for the win off the back of the 2v5. They've managed to scrape these rounds through, and now they've completely reset Sprout.
There's a way back in. A way back in indeed. Look at Berry, so animated now. He stood up from his chair. And quite right so, Sprout. These mistakes are proving to be very damaging.
Yeah, they'll be reviewing this demo again and again and again. Barry, he's not going to let those mistakes happen once more. But Sprout, they can't make any more in this series. It's coming down to the wire. Vertigo, the decider map, as close as can be. 12-13 is the scoreline, and for the win, they had the momentum.
Was worried about the T side for the win. But it's proving currently not to be a factor. Double deagle for Sprout as they force buy into this. The economy is not in the best spot for either team just because of the nature of the game so far. Stare, his spam, it's not going to find anything, but be careful because Diaz, he's already close.
There's so much on the shoulders of Stare and Slacks this round. That rifle and the orb, they have been picked up so that they can bring this back for Sprout. If they can't find these kills, then it's all for naught.
Good control being taken by Sprout. They're pushing the boat out, taking the initiative. Stare is backing up. As we said before, the only gun really here. The spam, it's good, but it's not that damaging.
They've actually found a gap here, raalz. He's dropped down through ladder. The T's are aware of it, though. Ashal, he's holding the line. And that peak, it is going to be spotted. raalz on the flank is removed. And lauNX, they're going to be making their way back to him. He just has his MP9. It's going to be all on his shoulders if they do decide to come here, but they're actually going up through ladder into mid.
Oh, but this boost. It's actually not going to find anything. arrozdoce, he's got the information more notably for the win. They're going to accelerate all the way through. Stare going to rotate in the nick of time. However, he loses out the jewel to the Galil, but lauNX, he can tuck in on the bomb site. He could be the difference maker.
Yeah, lauNX, he can shut everything down here. If he swings out and finds his kill, but he doesn't. ewjerkz is able to do it. Slacks and Spiidi, it's all on them. 2v3, the orb and the M4. No kit in play, no utility, and no chance in this round.
They can't go for it. They really cannot. They invested these weapons for a reason. They can't throw them away. They're going to have to concede this round over. For the win, will tie up the game 13-13 in the decider match in the lower bracket to decide which one of these two teams will be eliminated.
For the win, 13-13. Sprout with just 2 rifles recovered. Not really going to have the greatest investment going into the next either. You can look, 2.4, 2.6, 2.5. Sure, they could drop some FAMASs, some MP9s, but do they want to do that?
No, they can't. I really don't think that's a good idea. Just hold on to these weapons. Maybe buy some deagles. You can pick up the rifles in case your teammates fall. You can't throw investment after investment. It does not work like that on the CT side. The economy is so fragile. When these rounds are so chaotic, it only inherently favors the T side. For the win, they're making the most of this opportunity.
Story going for the aggressive peek, and Slacks, he's doing the same. Drops all the way down. A smoke, he can play around this one. I like this change up from the CTs, looking for something, but Story, he finds it on a ramp there. That Spiidi removes Stan. He's going to push up with the Desert Eagle, but he gets removed as well. Oh, raalz trying to find the trade, but nothing to be done with it.
And now lauNX, he's pushing in, but arrozdoce, he's holding, but lauNX is that little bit quicker. Rifle can be picked up. At what point does Sprout already want to save? They're already looking to go for this flank, but they pause. They reset. If they get a kill here, there's definitely an opportunity for them. Diaz, he's holding though.
They already have the buy into the next. They want to hold on that AWP. We're looking at lauNX now. He does find the first and the second. Critical kills. He can continue to push out there. This Molotov is everything. Goes on and flashes out ewjerkz, but the headshot is true. Slacks, he's picked up an M4 and finds a kill of his own, but gets dinked in the process. So low. It's just Agile on the side. A smoke has been picked up, but there's no kit in play. Agile just has to avoid the kill. He's going to tuck in the bomb. It gets tapped. The Slacks, he's not committing to it. Agile reveals his position, but the bomb, it's ticking down. There's no kit. There's just no time.
Just about gets it over the line for the win with back-to-back rounds. Take the advantage. 14-13, and Agile will find the kill as well. For the win, esports are 2 rounds away from eliminating Sprout.
Go down 1-16 in your opening map and then come back dominant on Ancient and potentially close it out on Vertigo. Don't say a thing. That is the for the win method. Incredible resilience here in the tail end of this third map.
I cannot believe what I am witnessing right now. For the win with history in the making. That early grenade does a lot of damage. It enables a one-shot headshot for these M4s. But for the win, leaving nothing to chance. No early peaks. Instead, just the wall bangs from Story.
Here's Story getting cheeky here, but not rewarded with the kill. Once again, back to these smoke spams from Stair. Had a lot of success earlier on, but hasn't really found much in these last few rounds.
Where Sprout are taking this A ramp control away from For the Win, that's netted them some of this success. But they've got to be careful not to overstep the mark. They can't outstay their welcome. Slacks being a little bit brazen there, putting out the knife, going for the jump peaks.
Oh, but he is rewarded with the kill. DS just pushes up into it. The flashbang doesn't hit him. Now the rest of this T side are going to be making their way up onto the B side. lauNX is here on the defense, and Spiidi, he's made his way over as well. The flashes are good though. lauNX is full blind. It's all on Spiidi here. That's the bomb drop. Even swings out for the spray down on the 2. Spiidi, the 3 on the defense, keeps Sprout in it. And now it's just Agile left, the 1-on-4. That bomb has been dropped. He has no utility to work with, and they are hounding down. He has already been brought low, and he gets brought down by Stair.
Spiidi and Sprout ingrain their roots on the B bomb site, and they live to fight another day. This game, you cannot call it. For the win, they lose the map control early. They funnel their way in towards B, but they line up for that spray transfer. You see Sprout setting up these crossfires, the bait and switch of lauNX and Spiidi. It comes into full effect potentially when it matters most.
Look at the money. For the win. These rounds have been so close. They have to make a decision now. Do they concede map and series point, or do they fight tooth and nail?
I feel like the way that the game has been going, they have to go for this. And Story and Diaz, they agree with me. AK immediately purchased up for the win. They have success when they run at Sprout. They catch them off guard. We've seen a few times in these rounds, the mid to B plays have really just circumnavigated and prevented the CTs from getting established here. We get to see that lineup again. This is going the distance.
It is going the distance indeed. This time Sprout have the upgraded weaponry. They have the tools for the job to get that map and series and elimination point for the win with 2 Tech 9s, 2 AKs, a Galil and a Dream. And they have to get past Slacks to do it.
He's holding, scoping on him, but the boost! Potential for them to find an opportunity. Instead, raalz is going to walk through it. The ewjerkz and Story and ewjerkz once again. Slacks will trade him out, but then Story through the smoke. It's all left onto Spiidi on B.
Spiidi would have to do another one of these 3-man holds to keep Sprout in this. And he slows it down. They don't overcommit off these opening kills. They saw what Spiidi was capable. They know he plays this B site as well. Diaz, he's been flashed through, taking control towards the bomb plant. Spiidi, he's playing this so defensively. Has to be ready for this flank, though. They know that mid control was taken, but he's going to continue to push forward, drops the smoke, and that's that flank coming through. Story, 3 in the round for him.
Oh, what a story this could be. Series point for the win. 1 round away, 5 kills from eliminating Sprout from ESL Pro League Season 16 Conference. I'm going to be honest, I didn't expect to say that sentence, but we are in this scenario. Sprout back up against the wall, and they need to find an answer.
We knew this would be an exciting matchup, but wasn't quite sure it was going to deliver like this.
That buy for Sprout is horrific.
It's not where you want to be, but that said, for the win. Didn't have a great buy into the last round, and they were able to make that work. It was a very similar situation. So Sprout, they can certainly do it.
They can. We've seen successes in towards short. Stair is on 30 kills. This man on LAN is a different beast, smoking their way up. In fact, there's a little bit of a gap. Diaz, he's holding for it though, and Stair thinks better of it.
Yeah, the right call there. That was a CT smoke deployed to potentially set up that one way, but he decides not to go for the risky play. Doesn't want to give up that early kill, particularly when he is such a huge part of their success. Oh, and there's the opportunity. DS goes down and no damage to understand, no trade potential. They're going to activate off it, just swinging onto the side here. There was a chance for the boost there. Stare, able to find one, is traded out, and then Spiidi goes down the story. We go into the 3-on-3 now as that bomb makes its way towards the site.
Slax is going to climb up over, potentially over towards this boost, and Agile finds one through the wall, but lauNX is on this flank, creeping his way with the MP9. It's being held, but he wins out the fight, and he's expecting the second player. ewjerkz, he's now in a 1 versus 1. This is for the game. Does he expect the elevation? Now he can worm his way through this smoke. Slax to keep Sprout in it, and he will do it. Defuse can come in. There's definitely a kit, and Lucy, we're heading to overtime.
Just when you thought this series couldn't deliver any further, we are going all the way to OT. It's been so back and forth. Comes down to the 1v1. And Sprout, they're able to convert and take us all the way.
And we are going to have to wait just a couple of minutes before we get into the overtime. Don't go anywhere. Go grab a drink and join us for overtime.
No need to go begin. I don't comprehend and I do not pretend, cause when I'm coming it's to win. You either got it or you don't. You either bought it or you won't. You either wanna give it everything or you wanna cry about a soul. I'ma say it from the jump. Mama ain't raised a chump. My mama raised me to persevere if I'm ever here in a slum. Cause nobody starts at the top. You do your part and you better buy. Working hard each and every day, even though some days it get hard to watch. But you gotta trust the process. Grind hard, don't you ever quit. It's a must, you see the progress. Got a ball till you get it hit. They can never do what I could do, cause they on the same stuff. If you doubt me, then I'm coming to show them what I'm made of. Yeah, always showing your integrity. Yeah, if you want it, I'ma let them see. No guts, no glory, not a part of my story. I'm going hard for that trophy, it's why they all been on me. No guts, no glory, there's no need to go begin. I don't comprehend and I do not pretend, cause when I'm coming it's to win. No guts, no glory, not a part of my story. I'm going hard for that trophy, it's why they all been on me. No guts, no glory, there's no need to go begin. I don't comprehend and I do not pretend, cause when I'm coming it's to win.
Wake up, put the work in, that's the only way it's gonna work out. Hard work and dedication, no time for procrastination. Takes a lot of time, a lot of patience, a lot of heart mixed with motivation. On the days that you feeling down, look in the mirror for your inspiration. Like
it started with a 16-1 stomp in the favor of Sprout, and now it goes all the way to the decider map of Vertigo and all the way to overtime. Sprout and for the win, fighting tooth and nail with everything they have to avoid elimination.
And to be honest with you, this series definitely warrants overtime on the elimination map here in our lower bracket run. For the win, they capitalized upon Sprout's mistakes on these CT sides, and that is what has ultimately enabled us to get into this position. 15-15, we run it right back in a best of 6. If we do reach 18-18, we go again as For the Win make their way over towards a ramp.
And a good chance it could do that given how this series has gone so far. But Stare, he's the man of the hour. Ooh, that flash almost sets him up. DS is able to get the kill. Damage is done to ewjerkz. raalz playing a bit of an off angle here behind the railings. Might be able to find one here, but it's such a tradable position, although he does have Spiidi alongside him.
Yeah, this is nice. Sprout, they've got to go for these weird, unorthodox angles to really net them any success, and raalz, he will capitalize upon it, and now Spiidi, he can be baited in. It's perfect potentially, but Story, he's holding it with the sniper.
Yeah, raalz was very quiet during regulation, but already steps up with an opening 2K here. Great stuff from him. Now Slacks just holding the line here. Agile just walks into his crosshair. That's a freebie for him. DS and Story, 2v3. Making their way out towards ramp, but oh, look at this push out from short. It's perfect. Oh, they might avoid it.
No.
They're pushing down ramp. He slipped the net, made his way through to side.
Oh, this can get really weird because he can kill Slacks. Slacks is holding for middle, but surely he doesn't expect CT. All the meanwhile flashing off is Story. He's now holding the flank. Just going to scope on in. He'll actually miss the shot. The reaction time just not there, but at the second time of asking, he will convert. But with his knife out, lauNX will strike.
The stretch is too much for Story there. Misses the sitter, then hits an incredible repeat flick, but not expecting the second player. Maybe overcomplicating it a bit there, I feel.
I just feel like he needed to just hold the angle and just wait for his teammate, because it was clear that Diaz, he had the intention to completely walk through A and then just pounce upon this B bomb site. It just feels like maybe with this inexperience, they were just waiting a little bit too prematurely for that.
Yeah, I think they maybe suspected that flank player was coming in through mid, and because of that ground that had been gained towards A, they thought that was an open path there for that AWP to go back with the bomb. But unfortunately, it's not the case. And Sprout, they open it up with the first round here in overtime. Pause coming through here. Looks potentially like a tactical. Everything getting a bit too intense here on the server.
Yeah, looks like they are even talking to some referees, so it might actually be a tech issue. Can hear the sounds of the knives being flicked around though, so I think we might be getting back into proceedings. Yeah, for the win. They tried to, like, off the back of that space, which was really weird because both the Sprout defenders walked all the way down short in towards a ramp, and they just passed like ships in the night. It just felt like Diaz could really capitalize upon it, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. So Sprout, they'll draw first blood in overtime.
Courtesy of this OT money, it does mean For the Win can invest into this. They had a few dicey buys in regulation, but instead can full buy into every single one of these, essentially. It does change things up a bit here in OT. Early ground taken towards middle, but not capitalized too much. Just going to send that utility out and stare. Absolute menace here. Has the AK, which maybe isn't the best weapon for the job when you're talking about spamming smokes here at ramp.
I mean, potentially, but he has got that one-click headshot. And that grenade will do a hefty amount of damage. And in fact, he's going to get flashed in, but Diaz and Story, they combine for some kills. raalz, he can potentially swing in as well. A lot of these For the Win players are low.
Oh, the flashbang is so perfect, though. ewjerkz swings out off Story's flash. Now they can start this assault. So much damage has been done. They're so low. Spiidi is full blind, trying to push through, trying to find an opening, but the flashes are just perfect. And they're completely shut down. A perfect round For the Win.
That's a role reversal of what we saw from the first round. For the Win, they overcomplicated it. In this round, Sprout, they almost overcomplicate as well. They want to take the fight to For the Win, and it's to their detriment. They take the space on a ramp initially, and rather than just getting out and letting For the Win retake it, potentially, we saw it on Inferno, they were just flashing back in Sprout, taking the map control further away from For the Win. However, in this example, they just want to fight them, and it really comes at a heavy cost.
Kills across the board with both these teams are so close. This is such a tightly fought series. The aggression here towards B stairs. The players push out all stair with the spam, doing a bunch of damage there. Doesn't get a kill though, and he is going to get away. It's a bit of good damage done. Slacks playing such a close line here. Oh, Agile. There is the Molotov, not quite ready for Slacks to be so advanced.
Another boost coming in for Sprout, this time on the left-hand side. This one's a little bit easier to spot if you are on that T side. Instead, they're going to dismount quietly For the Win. They set their sights over towards B, but lauNX, he's already holding.
Yeah, he's the one that has to do it all. 4 members about to peek out onto him, but he goes down immediately. Headshot rains true, and now that utility rains out, Slacks, he's rotated over with the AWP, has to find kills here to sway this push. He's repositioned himself, and that's the bomb drop. That's a great opening kill. He can continue to push. Smoke comes through, but arrozdoce, he's pushed through. Gets a kill of his own. What is this boost? Look at that. That's incredible. Sprays down to 2. Stare. That's amazing. Gets 2, and now Spiidi, he's on the flank as well.
And that's going to be completely distracting. Stare seemingly out of nowhere, and Spiidi will strike from behind. arrozdoce cannot spray them down. Advantage Sprout in the first half of overtime.
What an inventive boost to come out. We've seen so many boosts. Sprout in particular, you can see how much they play Vertigo. It's not just the boost, you know, they're doing the run boost consistently, but that one's not one you see very often. It goes over the top of that smoke towards Jens and allows that opening kill, but then the bomb plant, because it was being planted next to site boxes rather than default, it's exposed to that spray.
Well, you've got the limited amount of money in overtime as well, and where for the winner prioritizing putting the AWP in Story's hands. When they execute over towards B, they don't really have too many flashes to really help themselves on towards the bomb site. That allows the dry peak to Slacks to come in and punish that onslaught. For the win, swapping over now onto the CT side. Stare, causing a little bit of ruckus towards the bottom of ramp.
He's done the same thing on both sides. Remember, it was lauNX that had so much impact over to B on that T side. Ooh, gets a little dink as he falls down. So he's put on notice. Slacks, though, has been able to position up here with the AWP, but the CTs, they're going to re-smoke this and prevent that line of sight.
For the win, have to be so aware that in regulation, lauNX was finding so much room late on this B bomb site. So that could be some conditioning. Sprout could really utilize this and pressure more towards A. Story, he's creeping up towards middle.
Yeah, there is a T player on the other side in Spiidi holding this line. If Story decides to continue pushing, that could be a kill. But speaking of kills, ewjerkz, he's in a fantastic position here to potentially get the multi-frag, and he does it to 2. Oh, he can't quite land it. Gets the dig, but can't convert. Stare, he's going to continue charging up, gets 2 of his own. And now that's the side being taken. Story, he's rotated over, did manage to find that kill in mid, but can't quite find the kill onto side. That bomb can go down. 1 HP on raalz as he gets the bomb down.
2 of these players are low for this retake, so for the win, they can have a look in. arrozdoce fully blind, pre-fires raalz out of the server. There are kits on the board for the win. A retake smoke will land on the bomb as well.
Slacks holding the line. Can't quite hit the flick. Story hits one of his own. That bomb is being stuck. Slacks needs to be hitting these shots. The bomb is being diffused. He peeks onto it. That's the bomb diffuser down. But Story with the USP. He's able to find it, picks up the kit, and should have just about the time.
Slacks very patient with his target selection there. Elects for the right option initially by eliminating the bomb diffuser, but he got a lot of opportunities there to get the kills. But unfortunately for Sprout, for the winner, able to survive, and they retake effectively.
Dicey stuff here in the second half of overtime. So back and forth. 17-17 is the scoreline. 19 required to secure this win and avoid elimination. Slacks presented an early opportunity, but can't quite find the shot. The T's, they have to concede ramp.
Peeking on in with the sniper is Slacks. Trying to see if there's any aggressive for the win players. This time they're taking a much more reserved approach. Been so impressed with Stare throughout this entire tournament. As Slacks gets dinked on down, he's got a 1.42 rating over the entire conference period so far. As DS, he makes his way down alongside ewjerkz.
Yeah, look at this aggression towards ramp. They're just taking full control all the way down to bridge. ewjerkz gets the kill onto Stare, and this forces the T's to make their way towards the B side. The rotations come through. arrozdoce, he's holding the line at side boxes here, has the reinforcements. 2 players come over. Just has to find these kills. The flashbangs, they're perfect. All Spiidi with a great flick onto the head. Takes one down. lauNX also good for one of his own. Story, though, he's crept all the way up here. That's a kill found. One player is low, but can't quite find him. Spiidi, he goes down. And Slacks also finding ewjerkz. Now it's just DS left. The 1v3. 2 of these players incredibly low. That bomb goes down, but this retake is so difficult.
Trying to isolate the gunfights. There's a player towards default, and he spots him out. That's one piece of the puzzle. Spiidi is low, but he does manage to retain for the win and just retain them from retaking that site. Sprout, they elevate themselves towards series point. 1 round will decide it.
Just going to take a breather here. The excitement of these rounds so back and forth, so tightly contested. Map and series point elimination on the line for the win. They have to win this round for their tournament and conference lives. lauNX get mollied early here. Continues to aggress up. Being such a pain here. Jumping a one-way stare. Oh, the spray is not good. ewjerkz able to find the kill. And now raalz, he activates though. That's a kill of his own. Bit of damage done to Diaz too.
4 versus 4, Slacks trying to use this one-way, peering on in with the sniper. Will he be aware for the player back quad? Not to be so far. Instead, Sprout, they rotate away and they group towards a ramp.
This is the right decision here, although there are 3 players that have made their way over. That rotation has come through. The flashbang being set up for a bit of info. Actually, they're not going to peek off it, just keeping them on notice here. Once again, going for one of these boosts. Flash going to set it up, but not going to get any info off the back of it. Keeping all players here, but Sprout, they're taking their time.
If they crouch down for the win, it's a different flavor of this boost. They don't have to peek in towards ramp, but if Sprout extends towards shore, it could be difficult, but that noise is definitely going to be heard. Sprout, they've got the information now.
Utility starts to come out. A few smokes still left. Molotov thrown out. Diaz on site. He has to find a kill here. Holding the line, not quite able to connect. Swings out though. That's raalz taken down. But Spiidi and lauNX, they each choose the kills of their own, but the bomb is dropped by Story. A second kill for him as well. It's just Slacks left in the 1-on-2. That bomb is dropped on site. There's 20 seconds left. Picks up an AK. Both these players coming in from CT. The peek comes through. Repositions, goes for the fake, swings out for the kill, but can't quite find the second. Agile does it, and we're doing it all over again. Overtime number 2.
Let's run it right back. This game does not want to end just yet. Neither one of these two teams would like to be eliminated at this stage. 18-18, overtime number 2 coming right at you now.
Doesn't get much more exciting than this. Straight back into the action. No breathing room here for either of these teams. Aggression towards ewjerkz. Story misses an opportunity. He's going to fall back and reposition. ewjerkz playing this angle in towards sandbags, but they're going to be sitting behind this smoke for the moment.
No one wants to give over any advantages early. Sprout flash their way through the smoke. Defensive utility as a response for the win.
Utility thrown out from both teams, just keeping each other on notice. Ooh, that's a great spam through the wall. Huge amount of damage on the Diaz. Unconfirmed, of course. That could come back later on. Oh, the boost! Slacks, he hits the flick through the box, through the wall, does the damage. Now they're going to have to activate off that. They have to go for this commitment. The 5 players are all storming into sight.
raalz and Spiidi, got to be so careful. ewjerkz, he's tucked all the way in this smoke, and as they work their way up, raalz will pre-fire it. And as Sprout explode into life on this A-bomb site, Agile is trying to hold on, but he gets Molotoved off the line.
Gets a dink in the process though, but has to fall off. And it's being held now by Slacks to the AWP. Agile has managed to find a gap here, even for getting the kill now. Spiidi's still on site. Has been brought low, but can't quite get converted. And they're all going to peek on the Story at once. Actually gets there, but only a matter of time before he gets overwhelmed.
For the win had all the players in the correct bomb site, but what's unfortunate is the opening kill falls Sprout's way because they were loud and they gave away the audio cue on that boost. It's these small things that for the win are now just really just falling apart upon. It's so unfortunate, but it means that Sprout, they were able to get that opener. They have the information. There's another player over towards shore, and lauNX is going for his fabled run boost.
Yeah, but he's burning alive and brought down to 30 HP in the process and doesn't even get a kill for it. All of that legwork for nothing. arrozdoce, he's also pushed close up here next to the fence. Ooh, might get an opportunity here. They boost over and he gets both. Huge opening kills here for arrozdoce. Trying to go for a third. Does a lot of damage to raalz in the process.
And Diaz will find one onto Stare, and he's the point man for Sprout. So Spiidi holds for this aggression that Story has been throwing in every now and again. Potentially, this could be a 4-on-3, but if Story holds... Oh, it's a little bit scary. Gun barrel will be spotted, I assume. It has been. Spiidi He's got his victim in sight, but he's still going to miss the shot. How has he done that? Story, he will get the kill, and now raalz, he's left alone at B stairs.
It's an absolute jump scare, but he manages to come out ahead. raalz does get a trade back, has the bomb. 50 seconds on the clock. He doesn't overcommit to B. Looking to see if a flank's coming through, but there's no one on his tail. Now he's going to make his way back. Has a Molotov. Very little health to do it with. Diaz is just tucked into default here. Has to be cleared. That's a head spotted. This Molotov, it can be deployed. But now they know that he's coming through. The utility, it can be supported. The flash comes through. raalz has to hit some incredible shots if he wants to do this. And the time, it's just not there.
And we're all tied up, 19-19. arrozdoce with the multi-kill over towards middle. Spiidi somehow not killing Story, even though he had the jump on him, spotting out that gun barrel in towards middle. It's close. It's a lot of fine margins, and for the winner, really giving Sprout a run for their money.
Can you imagine Story's POV? He's scoped in towards ladder room, and then suddenly this head appears in the middle of his crosshair. Probably just hits the trigger out of panic, but gets the kill. Good attempt from Spiidi, but not quite able to make it happen. Now ewjerkz. We saw a lot of aggression from him on A ramp, on that CT side, but he's been brought down low early long, and he has to get out of there.
Oh my goodness me, Slacks with the wall bangs. They're so close to these for the win players, but unfortunately for Sprout, it doesn't quite convert. Story, he's now peeking over the gap of this smoke, but he gets flashed off and he needs to retreat.
Yeah, reflash is coming through though to slow down any assault step. He's going to find ewjerkz in the process. Shorty being thrown back down. Diaz going to be picking off that, is rewarded with the kill. Oh, the spray, it's good, does a lot of damage, but doesn't connect to another player. And Story trying to re-pick here with the AWP, is rewarded with a kill, even considering going back in for more. Saxo, he's holding it. Oh, missed shots from both Orpers, and he re-picks just too aggressive.
Just one too many times for Story. And for Sprout, it's a similar scenario. Players are low on the T side, but they have the numbers advantage. Hagar, if he doesn't reveal himself here, he could be the thorn in Sprout's side. They're going to need to clear this.
3 Ts making their way onto the site. A single CT here in lauNX. He clears it perfectly. The chance for disruption, it is denied. And Sprout now in a good position to get up to 20. arrozdoce. Actually going to give this one a look in, but I mean, sitting in the smoke. That flank that's going to come through immediately. Gets the initial kill. But yeah, raalz shuts him down.
So Sprout will once again take a lead going into the second half. They're going to swap over to that CT side. Interesting scenes here on Vertigo. I'm going to have to put you on the spot, Lucy. Right now, who do you think is going to win?
The fact that for the win have taken us to this point, I think it just shows a resilience and a belief, a fire in this roster. These guys started, I mean, I've railed on about it, this 116 map they started on, but that's so difficult to come back from. The fact that they've taken us all the way is such a good sign, and it's aggression in mid early on. Slacks gonna flash himself in and is rewarded with the kill as well. Even gonna go for the reflash and take control back.
Everyone just wants to refight in with these AWPs. raalz has been brought down low in the meantime. For the win, they reassess their options and they duck down the ladder and look towards A.
All 4 players making their way through to A. No ground taken so far though, so they do have to clear all of these angles on their way up. Sprout have been conditioning them with these peeks into A ramp, and they've even rotated players over this. 3 CTs on the defense here. Smoke can be thrown out to short as well. That gives Spiidi something to work with and further slows down this assault.
Story can't now peek onto this angle, but he can hold it. Spiidi, gotta be so careful, the no-scope will connect. And in fact, Hagar will do one better. A bomb site, it wants to fall into For the Win's favor. Just going to try and work their magic. Diaz on towards Stair. Sprout, a difficult retake now, especially with lauNX falling.
Story stepping up in overtime. That no-scope to start the assault, and then getting another kill onto the boosted player raalz. Not much of a look in there. arrozdoce finds him, and we continue to go back and forth, Brandon. This is as tight as it gets. No team able to get an advantage here.
If you had sat here and you sat me down and you said, hey, Brandon, well, look, here's what's going to happen. We're going to go to a decider map between For the Win and Sprout, and it's going to be 20-20 on Vertigo. Well, I wouldn't have believed you, but here we are. This is the reality of the situation. Very impressed with the young Portuguese squad. The desk said it right at the start of this series, which feels so long ago. The youngest team here at Conference. Smoke's lining up now, and Sprout, they want to get aggressive behind them.
Yes, Derry's gotten up close, has raalz in support, dropping that incendiary, and Slack's also providing overwatch with the AWP. He's pushing all the way down here. They're actually not going to be contesting this. The Flash is going to come back from the T's just to keep the CTs at bay, but it is B where they are making their way to. Spiidi rotating over. More secure on the side. He's going to swing out. ewjerkz finds the opener. Spiidi, he now has to find a trade of his own. He's pushing up into side. Has default. Going to drop the smoke as well. Just making it difficult here. Playing around this. Pushing forward. Pushing through. But ewjerkz, he's able to shut him down. And our teammates, they're coming through. raalz is also rotated over. And he's found a kill of his own. arrozdoce pushing through aggressively though. That's Slack's taking down the AWP. Taking out the equation. And arrozdoce finds a second.
It's those opening kills from ewjerkz that get For the Win the advantage heading in towards the B site, and it's the fearlessness of arrozdoce to get triple kill in that round, and For the Win, they're now on series point.
Series and elimination point. The loser of this series is eliminated from conference, loses out on one of those 6 spots at Pro League. The opportunity of a lifetime on the line here, and For the Win, an opportunity now to stay in conference. Slack's going once again for this aggressive peak, but he is flashed off.
More further damage potentially could have fallen Sprout's way, but it just goes a begging. Meanwhile, For the Win would like to take a ramp, another boost. We saw this quite a few times. It will now be over towards short, where Stair will reside.
Yeah, they'll be going with the left side boost so much they might not be ready for this right side boost. This could be everything. Holding the line here, bit of damage done with that HE though. That was what caught off this boost last time. Oh, the Molotov is perfect. They have to bail out of that. And Story even gets control back towards short as well. Diaz, he's just going for a bit of a jiggle peek here, looking for a way into this one. An opening kill, not been presented itself yet, but there it is. Diaz, he finds the first, charging forward, gets the opener. Now Slack's, finds a trade back through. Stair also getting one through the smoke as well, just spamming through it, putting it into the 3-on-4 now. That bomb not even gone down yet.
Yep, smokes have to be put down. ewjerkz, it's a risky plant, all things considered, because he could have been spammed out. Instead, he does not. And actually, this opens up a lot of opportunity now, because For the Win can play in so many different post plants.
Yeah, that flash comes through. You can see ewjerkz, he wants to go on the aggression offer, but he's just going to back off. And now the CTs, they start to make their way through. The utility rains through Diaz. He's mollied off the position, but he swings out for a kill off the back of it. Almost gets a second as well, but does burn out in the end. ewjerkz and arrozdoce, they have to do it all here. ewjerkz holding the line. That's the first down. The time is ticking down so low. There's just no time. Sprout, they have to find these kills, and they can't quite do it. arrozdoce, he's still alive. Slacks tucks the bomb, but arrozdoce, he's going to do it for the win, and they stay in conference. Sprout are eliminated.
What a way to continue your journey here at the conference stage. For the Win, the Portuguese underdogs eliminate one of the favorites coming into this event. It's a close affair on Vertigo. The last time Sprout was in overtime on Vertigo, they lost